Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Kick out to Brown. From deep. It's rebounded by Bancaro. And so Jamal Mosley calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall too. This is so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Here's Black. Pass to Bancaro. Porzingis on the double team. Here's Carter. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D. And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Carter. Here's Black. Soft touch off the glass.
If you give him any sort of space, he's gonna attack.
Outside Tatum. Outside Holiday. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Magic.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
And here's Brown for three. Here's Orlando. 4-point game. Black, no good. Now White. And there's the 8-second violation as they can't get it across half court in time. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Well, after a decade of uncertainty, Magic fans now have a lot to cheer about.
This is the most optimism they've had around the team since the Dwight Howard era. And it centers around their young star, Paolo Banchero. He is going to be a force. For a very long time.
Here's Black. Carter on the wing. Now here's Wagner. 6 on the shot clock. He buries it from 3.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Yeah, if you can hit that with regularity, it opens up the floor so much more.
Now here's Bancaro. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
How about Paolo Banchero, coach? What a special talent. The first overall pick back in 2022, and then the Rookie of the Year.
Well, Brian, he's not just a scorer. He's a 6'10" playmaker, and getting that out of someone who plays on the front line and can also play as a small ball 5, Banchero's versatility makes him very valuable.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Celtics trail by 9. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, last season Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Brian, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
18 feet out. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Banchero's got 9.
Yeah, this is a part of Banchero's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Outside Tatum. Three-pointer off the mark.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And they'll get another chance. Banchero outside. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Hits the trifecta.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Here's Banchero. The shot from the low post is good. 11 points in the game.
Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Banchero.
Magic leading by 16. Tries a 10-footer. The rebound by Jason Tatum. White for 3. He's off on that one. And it's the Magic with the ball. Outside, Caldwell Pope. Black gets the 3 to fall.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Pass to Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
And so it's the Orlando Magic. A sizable 18-point lead at the end of the period. Up big because of their three-point shooting. Just going to 10. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And there's a 3-second violation. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Pass to Tatum. Let's go with a 3. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando leading by 20. Anthony with a bucket.
Already an excellent passer at his position. Banchero just loves showing off his court vision.
Here's Horford. And Horford powers it home.
You know, that was an excellent play right there. Using his strength to power through contact.
The Celtics making a switch here. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. The free throw is off from Horford. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
Tatum can't hit.
Well, you can't question his confidence from out there, but it's not falling. Maybe time for a different approach.
He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Boston shooting their second attempt at the line tonight.
Al Horford at the line for one.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack your bags.
Celtics trail by 19. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Anthony will bring it up for Orlando. And stolen by Porzingis. Horford inside. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Boston foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
To the inside. Here's Carter.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable.
And here's Horford for three. It's hauled in by Black. Magic leading by 19. Pass to Anthony. Lets it go from deep. Gets the three ball to go. Anthony's got 5 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Fires the three. Again, the miss by Boston. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there.
I mean, it's incredible. Banchero can be so dominant. A young player with such a promising future.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. 1:50 left to play in the first half. And he lobs it up to the rim. And stolen by Holiday. White with it. He has 6. Over to the left wing. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Batase. And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday. Fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And here's Brown for 3. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Oh, there's the alley. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. Shot to stop the run. And the ball out of play. The Magic will have it. 51 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Batase. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And he's been an ideal teammate tonight. He's really creating plenty of looks with his passing.
Yeah, when there's been an open man, he's found him. And you love to see a guy dishing it like this.
Picked by Carter. And stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Craig. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Well, there's an example of Brown's ability to see the floor. Nice pass right there.
Right side Carter. Pass to Black. No one near him. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Black's got 7. And here's Craig. Puts up a 3. Can't get it to drop. And so it's the Orlando Magic up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Porzingis misses.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Banchero. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, that play shows Banchero's strength and his determination.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line. I'll say this, Banchero is a guy that opponents can't forget about for a second. And you see it in all the defensive attention he gets. Teams show him all kinds of different looks, and he draws a bunch of double teams in isolation. Wagner outside. No good on the three. Boston on offense. Pass to Brown. The three. Again, the miss by Boston. And stolen by Holiday. Outside White. On the wing, Holiday. This one for three. On target from range. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. And he lobs it up top. Oh, Banchero throws it down.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Banchero ahead.
Up top, Brown. Out to the right wing. Here's Porzingis. A good-looking shot from the wing. Porzingis has got 5 points. And here's Wagner. He'll bring it up to the Orlando Magic. And stolen by Brown. Moving it up. Outside Tatum. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Banchero.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And Wagner gets it to go.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And here's Brown for three. Orlando grabs the miss. Going all the way to the rack. He goes up. And the finish on the break with the slam.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Well, Stan, in this league, the opportunity always exists to make a name for yourself.
It certainly does, Brian. And guys that maybe haven't gotten their opportunity, if they're ready when they get it, then they're going to burst onto the scene, and they'll no longer be under the radar guys. Look at a guy like Jalen Brunson, second-round pick, bench guy in Dallas for a long time, and then now an all-star.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
6 to shoot. And Banchero gets it to go. Banchero's got 19 points.
Yeah, there's not much Banchero can't do in the pick-and-roll set. He's comfortable as the roller or with the ball in his hands.
Picked by Carter. Wagner for three. Shot is off. 4 for 7 in the game now. Outside Holiday. Fires for three. Again, the miss by Boston. And here are the Magic now. They're on a 13-5 run. And he's going for the lob. And stolen by Holiday. Here's Pritchard. Again, the miss by Boston. Wagner with it. Now guarded by Brown. Here's Black. Off target from three-point range. And it's the Celtics ball. Pass to Holiday. Back to Porzingis. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Banchero. Orlando with the ball. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Wagner for 3. Rebound Boston.
Well, that's a shot the defense felt like they could live with, and it worked out for them that time.
Three-pointer, Anthony. That shot missing. 23 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Porzingis for 3. Ben Carroll the screen. Pass to Anthony. And he lobs it up. And stolen by Porzingis. And here's Brown for 3. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Orlando ahead, running away with it. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. So it's Boston now. Tatum from long range hits the three-pointer. Tatum's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
That's a careless pass and a wasted possession. That's just unnecessary.
The Celtics on offense. There's the 3. And again, Boston with the triple.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Pass to Batase. To the middle. Here's De Silva. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Al Horford. First one falls for him.
At the line for Orlando.
That one's no good. Boston on offense. Outside Craig. Up top Horford. Knocked away. It's stolen by Isaac. In transition, the Magic on the run. Pass to Batase. Here's Houston. Cashes in the corner 3. Houston's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
To the paint. Here's Isaac. Boston pulls it in. Hauser, that's good.
Great run out and the pass right on target. Outstanding transition offense.
And Orlando has possession. Anthony with it. Now Horford defending. Horford with a steal. Pass to Hauser. Shoots. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Count it. Boston on offense. Here's Hauser. Horford. Tip back in for 2.
The value of a big man with Horford's quickness can't be overstated. He takes full advantage of the rebound opportunity.
Anthony outside. Pass to De Silva. Beyond the arc. Sends it home from three-point land. De Silva's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, you leave him open, he's going to make the defense pay for that level of disrespect.
Tatum with it. And Anthony picks him up defensively. And it's Tatum missing.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Inside. And Anthony slams it in.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Got a hand on it. Here's Anthony. And Anthony slams it in.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
Orlando with the ball. Off the inbound, no good.
Jaylen Brown. Derek White. Drew Holiday.
1:52 left to play in the fourth. And that's going to be a turnover. They call him for the 8 seconds. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 13-4 run. Anthony with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Pass to De Silva. Down low. Kicks it out to Isaac. To the paint. Here's the Taze. Just 4 to shoot. They get the rebound. Here's Houston. And once again, off the mark by Orlando.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Magic.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, B.A., just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Paolo Banchero.
Well, that work he's shown on the glass has been spectacular. You love to see that as a coach.
Isaac's shot is off. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
White with a steal. And here we go, the Celtics on the run. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's Tatum with the 3. De Silva with the rebound.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Second chance shot. Boston pulls it in. Inside. Here's Tatum. So it's the Magic winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch